So today what I will give you, first we need to see what are the REST annotations are available. So now I will give you some REST annotations in front of you people. We have a REST controller, post mapping, get mapping, put mapping, delete mapping. These are known as REST annotations. Which annotations? Last time we have seen stereotype annotations. Today we are focusing on what? REST annotations. So stereotype annotation means @component, @service, @repository, @controller, okay, configuration. These are the stereotype annotations. What are the REST annotations? @REST controller, @post mapping, get mapping, put mapping, delete mapping. So these are the REST annotations are there. But today I want to develop one project. And to develop that project, I want to give you one diagram like yesterday, last class. So what do? I will open the paint here. I will open the paint. So assume that this is the end user. But we never say this is end user. I am telling it's a postman, sir. What it is? Postman. It's a postman. So might be one question is coming in your mind of, sir, what is this postman? Postman is a tool for testing the REST API. For testing the what API? REST APIs. So whatever the REST APIs, remember with the help of Spring Boot, what we are doing, we are generating REST APIs. Tell them in interview. What do we do by using Spring Boot? Using Spring Boot, we will generate REST APIs. So that REST API is working or not working properly. Who will check? Postman. So Postman is a tool to check REST APIs, to test REST APIs. Understood my point here now? So we are testing the REST APIs with the help of Postman. So what Postman will do? First, Postman will give the request to controller. So assume that there is a one controller is available. Assume that this is a controller is available. This is a controller. Postman always give the request to controller. So which controller it is? Customer controller. Customer controller. But controller will not have actual logic, sir. Controller will take only request. Controller will have only annotations. But this controller, customer controller, cannot perform business logic. Business logic means what here? If you want to communicate with database, if you want to read the data from the database. So if you want to do any kind of business logics, we need to take service here. We need to take service. Which service it is? Customer service. But customer service cannot interact with the database software directly. We required a repository. Na? We required what? Repository. Which repository? Customer repository. But very well. Here also, we required one model class, Pojo class, entity model. Which one we required? Customer. Customer is a model class. Which class I want to store in the database means customer class. That model, that entity I want to store. So remember, customer repository always connect with what? Customer. And then it will interact with the database. It is interacting with the database. This time, this is not H2 database. Last time we used which database? H2 database. Embedded database we use. But this time I will use external database. External database means outside. Which one I want? MySQL. So remember that point here. So what do? Postman will give the request to the whom? Controller. So controller will forward the request to whom? Customer service. Customer service will take the support of what? Customer repository. It will interact to the what here? Database. It will interact with the database. Understood my point here now? Everybody understood? This is what we need to create the project today. Okay, sir, we got an idea, sir. We got an idea. Sir, one more thing I want to tell you. Here, tell me where we will write business logics? Customer service. Don't ask me tomorrow where we are writing the business logic. Business logic always we will write inside customer service. I will tell you what is this controller, what is this service. Let's take an example of a company. In company, manager will be there, employees will be there. Assume that owner of the company, CEO of the company, MD of the company, he is telling to manager, hey manager, I need this work should be done today, end of the day. Assume that CEO of the company told to the manager, hey manager, I need this work has to be done end of the day. What manager will do? He will call to the employees. This work should be done before lunch. Managers not. No pain. So they will say, so tell me, we are giving the request to manager, but manager is performing the logic. He is passing the request to service, nothing but employee, and employee is doing the actual logic. Understood my point here now? Same behavior here also. We will give the request to the controller. A controller take the request, but controller will not do the business logic. So what controller will do? Controller will call service method. Controller calls which method? Service methods. It calls only service methods. Controller will say, array service, do you have any method to insert the data? Service will say, yes, it is there. So it will call that method, and that service method will execute. That service method will have that business logic. Business logic, or you can say which method? Service methods. Understood my point here now? So controller will call service methods. But where the service methods are available? Customer service. And that service having business logic, that logic will take the support of repository. Repository will interact with the what? MySQL database. This is what the clear-cut picture. So let me save this. I can save on the desktop, no desktop, E drive. I will do one thing. I'm going for 15. And here I'm taking what is Springboard 4.1. So same thing I want to do. Understood flow architecture? So let's create the project. Why to waste the time now? We now not waste the time. We want to finish the project as soon as possible. You can see here, I have created a customer service. What's the name of my project? Customer service. But if you see properly, I'm writing in lowercase. Sir, why are you writing lowercase? See, using Spring Boot, we can generate REST API. Using Spring Boot, we will generate microservices. So don't ask me tomorrow, sir, why we are using Spring Boot. Spring Boot is used to create REST APIs. Spring Boot is used to create microservices. So what is the rule of microservice? If you are creating a microservice architecture says whenever you write a project name must be lowercase letter. So what we are writing? Lowercase letter. You can write in any case, but as per microservice architecture, my project name must be in lowercase. So let me go to the what here? Customer service. But inside this, you can see here, I want to add a few dependencies. We have a controller, Spring Web dependency. We have a repository, Spring Data JPA repository. Sorry, Data JPA dependency. Next is what here? MySQL driver. And even I want to use Lombok. What I want to use? Lombok. What is the purpose of Lombok? I will explain later. So let me open STS ID. Open STS ID. STS ID I'm opening. Spring Tool Suite. So here I want to select E drive. Launch. You need to keep some patience. So you can see a Spring Tools suite is started today. And remember, those who are attending today, they only will understand tomorrow. Completely tightly coupled class. Totally tightly coupled. Otherwise, everything will be bounce tomorrow. If you get absent, if you leave the meeting today. So I will take only 40 minutes of time, not more than that one you can see here. Now I want to create a project. How to create? Create new Spring Starter project. And I told you our project name is what here? Customer service. I need 8th version. Maven. Java jar. What is our package name? From dot www. That is not important. This one. Next. Here we need to add our total how many dependency? 4. First is Spring Web. Next is what is Spring Data JPA. Third, I told you MySQL driver. MySQL driver. Last is nothing but Lombok. Lombok. Next, finish. You need to wait for some time because it will take four dependencies. Customer service is going on. Okay, now. So now tell me, we need to create first what here? Customer. Model. Model should be ready. See here, as per my diagram, I already gave the what here notes. In the notes already I mentioned what here. First, what I'm keeping? Model. What is the model name? Customer. So see this. Expand. Go to main Java. Here what we need to do in main Java only, right click. Okay. New package. com dot ihub dot www dot model. Now right click new class. What is the class name? Customer. Customer. And see this, in this class, I want to take a customer ID, customer name, customer address. What I'm taking? Customer ID, customer name, customer address. So see here, I will increase the font size, preferences, general, appearance, color and fonts, basics, text font. Let's say 16 bold. Okay, apply, close. So now you can see here, it's a customer. I told you here we require 3 variables, private, int, or I can take what here? Long, my wish. Customer ID, private string, customer name, private string, customer address. ADD, na? As per my notes, I want to take. I can take anything. ADD RS. I think they have taken what? Long or integer, anything is okay. Anything is okay. So now tell me here what we should do. First of all, I told you at the rate what we should declare? Entity. I want to go to the what here at the rate entity at the rate what here table, and I am telling table name as what here customers. What I'm writing? Customers. And tell me who is this primary key here? Customer ID. Customer ID. Customer name. I need to write setter getter na. See this. We added project Lombok na. No need of writing setter getter. So if you add project Lombok, add only one annotation at the rate data. Finish. Which annotation? Setter, getter, everything will come. You want parameterized constructor? At the rate all argument constructor. This is parameterized. You need zero argument constructor, no argument constructor. So tell me what we got. We got setter getter. We got parameterized constructor. We got zero argument constructor. Everything is ready. Annotations only. Project Lombok means you don't need to write setter getter. You don't need to make it lengthy code. Very less code. So tell me customer is ready or not ready? And in which table we are storing the data? Customers. Table name can be customer also. Your wish. Let me check in my notes. Did I take customers or customer? I did not take anything. If I did not take means you can remove if you want. If you want to keep, you can keep. If you write what is your table, what is your class name, what is your table name, customer, both are same. Okay, as per my notes, I'm writing this. I remove that one. If you want, you can add that one. So what is ready? Model is ready. Once if its model is ready, you need to create a repository. So see this, right click, new interface. Repository is always what? Interface. What is the package? com.if.repo customer repository. Shortcut, guys, shortcut. I'm not writing what your repository, repo, package name. So tell me, when it will consider as a repository, we need to annotate it with what? Repository annotation. And we need to extend with which repository? Yes, JPA repository. Who is your model class? And who is your primary key? Integer. This we need to do. Finish. Repository also ready. That much easy, that's coding. Customer is also ready. Repository is ready. Now where we need to go? Service and controller. So now what I will do, I will go here. I will do main Java, new class. Package name com.ihub.ww.controller. Which controller? Customer controller. Finish. But remember, when it will becomes controller, you know, if you write at the rate REST controller. Now don't write controller now. Because I don't need JSP output. If you need JSP output, go to controller. Understood my point here now? So this is very, very important point. We need to focus. And last one more we have what here? I want to go to the what here? New class. Again, same package com.ihub.ww.service. What's the name? Customer service. And this class we need to annotate it with what here? At the rate service annotation. Okay. So 1 second, guys, 1 second. We want to discuss. So now tell me what we did. We have started with what here? Customer service. We started with what here? Customer controller. So see, we don't know how many people they required. So we have 14th batch and 15th batch. If reference is there, might be no interview or might be very loose interview. Understood my point here now? Anyhow, today or tomorrow you need to work with Spring Boot only. For your kind of information, I told you many times, In the companies, we are using only Spring Boot. We are not using Core Java. We are not using Advanced Java. Understood my point here, no? Today or tomorrow, you need to learn Spring Boot only. You need to work on Spring Boot only. Those who don't know, for them, I am telling you. Okay, come to the picture now. So now let's see here. Here we have a what here? Customer service. Customer controller. Even we have a what? Customer service. Customer service will say, I want to interact with the database. So I need repository. So what it will do? It will go for what? Customer repository. C small. Customer repository. So here we will say at the rate auto wired means customer service is getting which object? Customer repository object through dependency injection. So how to achieve dependency injection? At the rate auto wired. We are not using new operator here. Without using new operator, we are getting the object. That is nothing but dependency injection. Similarly, customer service, who required? Controller, because controller call which methods? Service methods. So controller will say, I want customer service at the rate, auto wired. Understood my point here now? So who is having? Controller is having service object. Service is having repository object. Okay, sir, we got an idea. And one more thing you can see here. Whenever we are creating a controller, sir, whenever we create a controller, let me go to the controller here. So, okay, sir, directly I will show you what's the method I have taken here. Add customer. Okay. Now. So now tell me, whenever you are giving the request, first request will go to whom? Controller. Controller is having one method, public. Here I am returning what here? Customer. Add customer. So here it will take at the rate request body. Request body, customer, like this. Sir, I didn't understand, sir. I didn't understand, sir. Why you have taken this one? Request body. Request body means I will take one REST annotation that is known as post mapping. What I will do, I will go for what here? Add here. Slash what here? Add. So I am telling, I will send the data, customer ID, customer name, customer address. I will click submit button. So that is nothing but what here? Request body. The data will store in this customer. So now which object is there here? Customer service. So here I will call return. Customer service. You have one add customer, na? Take that customer and add that data. And remember, it is not compulsory that controller is having add customer. Service also should have add customer. You can take any names. But mostly we are taking same name to not to get confused. So now immediately I need to go to, see this, I am copying the same, copy the same. Go to the customer service. Here we never write annotations. Annotations always we will write in controller. Here I am taking that customer. Whatever the customer there is there, that customer will come here. Who is there here? Customer repository. It will say return customer repository what? Save. What save? Customer. Understood my point here now? So tell me, save method means inserting the data. So with the help of what we are inserting? Repository. So tell me, service is calling. Okay, this is service. Service is calling method, service methods. Means it is executing the business logic. Service methods it is executing. But what is the name of this method? Add customer. Who is calling? Controller. Controller is telling, service, you have add customer method, na? Take this customer and add. And it is adding. Understood my point here now? So request body means what here? When you are sending the data, all the data should go na. ID, name, address. Finish. This is ready. Now what I need to do, I need to go to applications.properties file this. Application.properties file. So what I'm going to give you, don't focus on remaining things. I will explain later, one by one. So now you can see here, copy this one. Same like MySQL database, sir. MySQL database. Open application.properties file. Open application.properties file. Tell me in which server port number it's running. Tell me which driver we are using. MySQL driver, URL, username, password. What is my schema name? Demo. This is very, very important. So now what you need to do, you know, this is remaining is same, sir, yesterday only. But yesterday we took H2 dialect. Today we are taking MySQL dialect because I want to interact with MySQL. And here we wrote H2 database driver class, URL, username, password. This time we are taking MySQL driver name, URL, username, password. So tell me what I should do. Demo. Demo is my schema. So go to the MySQL database, MySQL, open. So root is my password. And I will say show databases. So tell me what is available? Demo. So don't worry, I will delete the demo. Drop schema demo. What happened? Any demo is there now? So I need to create the schema or not? Create schema. What is the schema name? Demo. Already I showed now in JDBC only. So remember that point here. First we need to create schema demo. Query okay. Then I can say use. What I need to use? Demo. Change the database. First we need to create the schema. We need to use the schema. Okay, sir, done, sir, done, sir. Up to here is okay. Then what next? What next? Now we need to run this project. So now you can see here pom.xml. Why pom.xml? Are you working with JSP? Why you required Jasper dependency when we should add? If you are working with JSP, you are working with JSP. Yeah? No, we don't require. Understood now? We don't require in this example. So you do right click. What I'm doing? Run as Spring Boot. Yes. Come to here. Tomcat started with what port number? 9090. Sir, what we need to do next? We need to download Postman. You can download from internet. You just go to the Google, type Postman free download. And you can do the installation. Next, finish. So you can see here what you can find here. Postman. Open the Postman. Because you create one post mapping. Post mapping you created. So we need to check that post mapping is working or not working. Tell me what is our port number? 9090. What is my post mapping request URL path? Add na last ADD. So see here Postman is getting started. Wait. Okay. Like this it's coming now. So now you comes here. Now you need to select here. Which mapping? See here everybody. Which mapping we need to take? Post mapping. So tell me what is common up to 9090 slash 9090 slash what's the name? Add. But did we insert the data? No. So go to the what? Body. You need to select what? Raw. And here default it will come JSON. Sorry, default it will come text. So what you need to select here? JSON you need to select. Then only you can send the data. So now what I'm going to do now here. Here I'm telling what here. First one, customer ID. Second one is what? Customer name. Customer address. Customer ID I'm giving 101. Customer name I'm giving, let's see, Amanda. And customer address I want to give Florida. I have given like this. 101 Amanda, Florida. This is post, this is add. So tell me here you need to select what? JSON, otherwise you cannot insert the data. And now whenever you click send button, it will go to request body, sir. Did you understand where it is going? It will go to request body. So all the data will store here. And that data we are giving to whom? Service method. Array service method, take that customer, insert the data. Understood now? Understand when we require request body, when we are giving all the data. Okay, sir, we got an idea. So what I will do? Go to the postman and I will click the data and you can see down. What happened? Inserted. Because return type is customer only. Now I'm giving one more data, 102. Let's say Lucy. And let's say Texas. Right. Click. What happened? Inserted. So in Postman we are checking now. So now you go to the database. And what is the name of my class? Customer. What is my name of my table? Customer only. I rename now. Customers I removed. So here I can say select star from where? Customer. So customer ID, customer address, customer name. So like this it is inserted. 101 Florida Amanda, 102 Texas Lucy. Inserted or not? Yes. So okay sir. Now I'm stopping, sir. Stop. Stop here. Green. Sorry, red button. Now I want to go for what here? Get mapping. I want to read the data. For inserting the data, post mapping. For reading the data, get mapping. So let me go to the controller again. So what I will do, I will check as per the notes because I can give anything, but I don't want to make any changes in the notes. So that's why I need to follow that one. So see here, I will say fetch, sir, fetch. What I'm telling, get all customer, everyone focus here. I will take public. I need all the list of customers. Get all customers. Customer or customers? Name is not important. We can take any name. Okay. So tell me it is a which mapping? @get mapping, because you're selecting now. How you are selecting, sir? How you are selecting? /fetch. But tell me, controller will have logic to read the data? No. So what we will do? Return. What? Customer service. You have all customer method, na? You do, you read. So now tell me where we need, what we should do. We should copy the same copy. Go to the what? Service. Paste. And here we should do. Here I can say return customer repository dot find all method. Which method? Find all. Find all means select star from customer. So tell me all the data will come. It will give list of customer to whom? Controller. Controller will give the output in the form of JSON. Understood now? Shall we run the project now? Click relaunch. This is called relaunch. Relaunch is done. See, remember this big green button is for stop. This is for what? Relaunch, re-executing. And now you can see here, now you can go anywhere, not only Postman, sir. You can go to the postman, you can select what here, which mapping, get. Instead of this, what I can write, fetch, right? Don't select anything here. You just click send. All the data will come here. How many list of data is coming? 2 list of data. If you won't believe me, you just open any browser. You open any browser and you can run. Browser also it will work. It will fetch. But tell me total how many? 2 is over. 5 minutes, class is over after that. That much easy it is. So now tell me, I want to fetch the data based on ID, sir. ID, I want to fetch the data. Based on the ID, I want to fetch the data. What I should do? Stop. Stop. Now you can see here. I will say public. But when we are reading only what it will come? One customer only at a time. We are not getting list of customer, only one customer based on ID. So customer, I am telling what, I don't know the method name, you can take any name, but as per the notes, I need to take what here, get customer. So now what I will do, I will say get customer. And remember that point here, here we need to take at the rate, get mapping, fetch is common. After that, what you need to give customer ID, you need to write in the flower brackets. That's the reason here I am taking at the rate path variable, customer ID, int customer ID. So tell me what is giving to you? It is giving customer IDs. Customer ID, how to read? Path variable. All the data request body. Only ID means path variable. So now what I will do, return what? Customer service dot get customer by ID. Get customer by ID. So immediately I need to copy this one. I need to go to the service and I will say here remove the what? Path variable. Here I can say return customer repository. Okay, customer repository dot find by ID. What is the ID name? Customer ID. So remember that point here. Here we are taking the support of what? Again, I need to say what here? Get. So find by ID that customer ID, then what I'm telling? Get. Give me that one. So that is what we need to do. So find by ID is there, that customer ID. Who is giving that customer ID? Controller. Controller is giving customer ID to service. Service is taking the support of repository. It is fetching the data from the database. So now 3 methods are over. Let me relaunch. Click relaunch. Okay, relaunching is done. Now go to the postman now. Last time we click, how many data we got? 2 data. But this time I will say 101. 101 there or not? Who is there 101? Amanda. Click. Who got? Amanda. 102. Click. Lucy. Understood my point here now? So this is what the story is. So like this, we are getting the what here, fetching the data. So it means these are the REST APIs, sir. This HTTP colon localhost 9090 fetch add. These are known as what? REST APIs. Understood my point here now? So online people till here, everybody understood? Online people till here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Now tell me again, we need to do what? Update and delete. Update and delete now. For update, which mapping we need to use? Put mapping. For inserting, post. For reading, get. For updating, put mapping. For deleting, delete mapping. So now what I will do? I will go to the what here? Update now. See here for update, what we need to do? I am taking what here? Edit. What I am taking? Update custom. Same I am taking. Same like post mapping, sir. Post mapping, copy, paste, post mapping only. But only instead of add, what I will do? Edit. Instead of add customer, edit customer or update customer. What customer? Update customer. And name can be anything. Finish. Same again, you need to copy here. Again, we need to remove what here? Request body. So tell me what I should do. So see here, everybody focus. Directly we can read the data, sir. Directly we can read the data. Why this is coming when? Okay. So everybody focus here. For update, what I'm doing, I'm getting the what here settings, sir. What's the name I want to keep? Lisa. Address I want to keep it what? Actually, this is the first one. Na? Lucy is there, na? Lucy 102. So what I will do, customer dot, I will say, assume that first I want to read the data, sir. I want to read the data. See here, everyone, I want to read the data. So what I will do, what I am doing, customer is equal to, okay. Otherwise, I will do one thing. Directly, I will write customer dot set customer name. What is the set customer name I want to keep? Customer dot get customer name. Okay. Customer dot set customer address. Customer dot get customer address. Then what I will do? And here I want to return. See what we are returning actually? String. String I want to return. So go to the controller. I want to return what here? String.
Put mapping, sir. Or not post mapping.
Yes. Okay. We will go for what? Put mapping. Okay. So now what we need to do here? We need to go to here. Here I will say what here? String. And after that I will say return record is updated. Okay. Record is updated. So automatically here also returning what? String. So nothing but what I gave customer. For customer, I am getting what? Customer name, customer address. Again, I am setting to the customer. Like that I am doing. So let's stop the previous project. What I should do? Relaunch. Everyone focus here. I will do one thing. I will fetch the data first. Get all the data. Click. We are getting what? All the data. So now 102 Lucy, Texas. Now I will go for which mapping? Put mapping. Here I will say what here? Edit. Customer ID 102 only. But name I am giving what? Lisa. Here I will give you what here? Chicago. Send. What happened? Record is updated. Now again fetch the data. Get. Fetch with what here? 102. Click. What is coming? Lucy, Texas. Is it updated? No. So what happens, here? Here it is not updated for us. We need to, I want to update based on the what here? ID, sir. Okay, based on the what? ID we can do like that. So what I will do? Customer repository. 1 second, guys. Find by ID. Customer dot get customer ID. So what is giving what? Customer. Okay, let's say customer, custom. And here I will say what here, get. Then I will say customer set. Customer what here, set. So let me stop here 1 second. Now we need to start. I will tell you guys 1 second. Okay now. So see here I will go for what mapping? Put mapping. Here I will go for what here? Edit. For whom I am doing? Lisa, Chicago. Last time what came? Lucy, Texas. Click. What happened? Record updated. Let me check now. Get. Fetch. Which one? 102. Click. What came again? Okay, 1 second, 1 second. We do one thing. I will call sys out. Sorry guys, I need to take customer. Okay, 1 second. Sys out customer. We are not calling save method, na sir. What I should do next? Customer repository dot which method? Save. Which is save? Customer. We are finding the details. Okay. And we are keeping also, but we are not. We are saving, sir. That is the problem was came. 1 second, guys. 1 second, I will explain this one. Wait here. Okay, now. First, I will go to what? Put mapping. Edit. Lisa, Chicago. Click. Record is updated. Now fetch. Fetch 102. Click. What is coming? Lisa, Chicago. If you won't believe me, you just write what? Fetch, click. Lucy, Texas gone. In case of that, what came? Lisa, Chicago came. So what is happening? See here. First, I got the customers, sir, all the data. What I'm finding? ID. Based on the ID, I got the customer. Means ID 102, name Lucy and Texas. Now I am telling set the what your name as new name. Lisa. New customer address. Chicago. And again I'm telling what? Save the detail. Last time we did do save. We didn't do save, that's why it is not saved. So I need to update the same thing in my notes also. I don't know what I did there. Save is there, yes. Yes or no? But here manually I inserted. Manually I don't need. Paste here. This is what I want. Yes or no? Tell me. So manually we don't need. Like that. So like this we can do. Last what we have? Delete. I want to do based on the ID, sir. ID means again we need to take which annotation? Path variable, na? Go to the controller. What is there here? Delete mapping. What I am doing? Delete based on what? ID. ID means what we should take? Path variable. Where I am going? Delete customer in service. So copy this one. Paste it here. Here I am telling customer return, not return, customer repository dot delete by ID. Sorry, what I can say, delete by ID. Tell me what's the ID we need to take? Customer ID. You remove this annotation. So whatever the delete customer is there here, it is deleting. Return record is deleted. Record is deleted. Understood my point here now? So we are taking the support of what? Repository. Having which method? Read by ID. Which ID? Customer ID. Who gave? Path variable. Path variable is nothing but from here it is reading the data. So like this we will go. Like this we will work over, finish. Save. I want to do relaunch. Relaunch I want to do. Spring Boot. And now we need to delete also. Delete. See this how I am deleting. Here I need to go for what mapping? Delete mapping. What I should do? Delete slash which one? 102. Click on that one. What the message came? Check in the database. Database last time 2 records. This time deleted or not deleted? Online people understood how to work with controller and how to work with service.
Yes, sir.
Both methods same. Sir, controller method, service methods are same. Only the difference is in controller methods, annotations will be there. In service method, annotations will not be there. So controller will take service object to call the methods of service, but service will take what here? Repository to call the methods of database operations. Understood my point here now? So I will give you small difference. Then we will wind up the class. Small difference. 1 minute. So 1 minute I want to give you difference between customer, controller, and customer service. What is the difference? See here, let me take delete only. Let me talk about delete only. See here, this is the delete mapping. This is delete mappings. I will give you somewhat different. Otherwise, I will do one thing. Everyone, focus. No, here you need to do comparison, sir. Comparison, if you do, then only you will understand the what? Controller and service. Tell me, what did you understand? See, one thing is there here about annotation. This annotation and this annotation will be there in the what? Controller. ID means path variable. Total data means request body. So here post mapping, delete mapping will be. Here any annotation? Here any annotation? Did you understand the first difference? Second difference is controller. Your controller always takes service object and your service will take a repository object. And controller will call service method and service will call repository methods. Understood now? So learn like a difference. So one side you write controller's method, one side you write service method, you will understand get mapping, post mapping, put mapping, delete mapping. So total, we created 5 REST APIs. One is post, get to, put, delete. Yes or no, tell me. So please remember, practice this. And learning these programs is nothing but developing this program means, Spring Boot. Today, you do one thing. Take a patient service. Currently, we are doing what? Customer service. You take patient service. Patient ID, patient name, patient address. Same, post, get, all data, get by ID, put the data, delete the data. Can you do it? This is called exercise. This, if you do like this, then only you will become strong in coding. And you should do this from the day one only. But I'm telling you, you try to do for the Spring Boot. So tell me, is it tough or easy? Somewhat difficult, right? Somewhat difficult. But if you practice, it becomes easy, sir. And tomorrow, what I will do, I will take same example, only I do some changes. If you don't have this program, don't tell me tomorrow. Same program I will take and I will do some changes. Finish. Tomorrow's class over. Understood my point here, no? So remember, this example is very, very important. This example I will use till end of the course. End of the course, I will take this example. Now you decide how much important it is. Any questions? Online people, any questions? Everybody understood?
Yes,
Got
sir.
an idea?
Sir.
Okay. So thank you guys. Thank you.